Okay guys, welcome back again. It's still your boy the Legend FS Academy. So I'm just doing this video in order to still remind you of all the whole trade call that we're still waiting for. Although I initially said that I was not going to do any weekly analysis for the week because all the whole trade idea is still intact what we said last week and what I said at the end of the week about USD, GBPJPY and all the rest, they are still intact. So I entered this trade since last week thereabouts or last 2 weeks thereabouts, and I will also be showing you the trade running. So everything is still intact. If you still want to enter this trade, you have to wait for this particular counter trend line to break down. This is just a quick refresh of what I'm looking for and what you also can be looking for if you like the way I trade and you want to trade along with me. So this is what I'll be keeping my eyes on. So now on 4 hour, you have to wait. Let's go to 4 hour. So you have to wait for this candle. Why I put in my line, because I was, when the trade began to rally up a little bit, I said okay, because I enter the first position from here. Upon seeing this particular evening star, this is where I enter my first position from. So second position is somewhere around here, because why I enter early on second position was that because whenever this guy wants to break the counter trend line, it normally goes with a long bearish candle, giving you no room to enter. So that is why I enter a little bit early here. So but if you miss the first move here, you miss the second one and you want to enter, so what you have to do is wait for a bearish candlestick to close below this counter trend line. So that is where you can now comfortably enter. Moreover, all the whole trade idea is still the same. This guy is still the same. We are still anticipating a fall off from here. We've done our analysis from a monthly, weekly, daily, and we are currently on a daily now, anticipating for a break of this particular counter trend line. So once this particular counter trend line break to the downside, you are free to start selling. And this is about the USDCHF. Let me quickly show you the live trade I entered on my account. Let me show you, so that to show you that I'm not just capping. Let me quickly dive in and show you. Okay, wait a little bit. You know, I'm using laptop for now. I'm using phone for now because of my laptop that got crashed. So now we are back on you can see that the trade is currently running. Let me quickly show you where the entry, to show you that I'm not just capping. What I said is what I'm doing. You can see that upon seeing there was this formation here is classified as a evening star. So upon seeing this particular evening star, I scale in. The moment the candle close, although I didn't wait for the bearish engulfing to close properly, but I saw this formation here. That is when I scaled, because I knew for a fact that this was a classification of evening star. That is when I entered, and I've been holding it all the way to here. So now my second position was somewhere here. So if you want to enter, please wait for this counter trend line to break below. You can see that this particular trading software or this particular chart is quite different a little bit from the one on a trending view. So let me show you the second position. This is where I entered the second position from. You can see my sell all the way from here. From all this red line here, this is where I enter my second position from, to show you guys that I'm not just capping. Everything I told you guys on my channel, everything I told you guys is what I'm doing. So let me quickly go back to my trending view and continue. So now that I've showed you guys that everything I said is what I do, so I put in this particular line here because of that. I wanted to know if this guy can be able to take off that particular this particular zone here, and if he did take it off, I will close the second position. I will close, and I'll be holding on to this first position here. So this is all about USDCHF. Let's quickly touch a little bit about GBPUSD. GBPUSD, I said it here last time that until this particular zone is taken off, and once it's taken off, we are good. But until then, we'll still be sitting our hand and waiting for this particular zone to be taken off, because this is what is holding us here now. This is what is holding us here now. Once we take it off, we are good to go. You can see on 4 hour, the market is like gathering momentum to take it off. This momentum we gathered from here was not enough to take this particular high. So let's hope that we will have a momentum to take off this particular high and close. Once it's close above here and give us a nice retest, we are good. So let's not waste our time on GBPJPY. Let's quickly head over to EURUSD. Same thing as EURUSD. You know that GBPUSD and EURUSD are same correlated pair. So on these two, okay, let me go to 4 hour, because 4 hour is where I can see the trend line correctly. So on these two, we are having a counter trend line from here all the way from here. Let's see, from a trend line, a trend line is a steep trend line, which is not always reliable. So ideally, if EURUSD will not have the strength to at least surpass this particular trend line for now and this particular high for now, a small pullback will be needed. A small pullback will be needed depending on the momentum of the market. If we can have a little pullback somewhere like something like this, and we'll shoot up from here and take off this particular high. But overall, this high is our problem. The same thing as GBPUSD, same thing as a EURUSD also, because they are same correlated pair. So if we can have a little pullback back to this trend line, then we can now shoot up from there. What is holding us and what is keeping us now is this particular high here. This particular high. Once we take it off, you know this is the overall. This is the overall here. Where we are targeting is our overall TP. So we should be patient. We should be patient so that we will not miss it. We will not miss it. As we are waiting, we are also keeping our eyes on them to see how they will react. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's see how it will react. So this is just a reminder for you guys to still be patient. AUD/USD, nothing for now. DSY is still pointing down. DSY is still pointing down, and that is what is giving me the confidence. So the same thing as DSY also. What is still keeping us again is this line, is this particular trend line. Once we take it off, we are good. And once we take it off, GBPUSD will also take off that high. EURUSD will also take off that high, and USDCHF will also take off the low, and we are good to the downside. S&P 500, nothing to tweet for now. S&P 500, I currently don't like the way it's moving recently. It has been I wouldn't say it has been violating. It has not been coming to my zone, and you know I trade from zone to zone. I don't just take a trade like that. I trade from zone to zone. I have been waiting for S&P 500 to crash back to this particular trend line or here, but it has refused to do that. So I'm just keeping my eyes on S&P 500, pending on when it will fulfill my technical principle and my entry principle. For now, no trade on S&P 500, and those are the trade I'm keeping my eyes on. On gold, it has been long I talked about gold. The reason being that gold has been in a state of confusion lately. Day traders are making money from gold, scalpers are making money, but for swing trader like us, we have to wait for a clear direction. So until then, we will still be sitting on our hand until gold can be able to surpass this particular high. Once gold is able to surpass this particular high, close above it, give us a nice retest, and that is when we can now say, okay, we want to buy from. But if that didn't happen, we will still be watching, because everything gold is doing here is more of like a range. Not making any significant higher high or lower low and lower high. So all this thing is just like a range to me. So that is why I just let it be for now. So that is all about now. Okay, GBPJPY. Lastly, GBPJPY, I still said it here last that you should wait for this particular collapse. It will come. If I know this guy well. It will not just rally like that. What he's doing now is just a trap to just take off early buyers. Whereas is still gonna bleed. I know it for a fact that I said it last time. I know it for a fact that this particular guy is still going to bleed down. it's still going to bleed down to this particular trend line or below this trend line, then this is where we can now think about where to buy from, and still know that we still have a very long way to go. We still have the overall TP which we are aiming, or which we are eyeing somewhere up here. So this is our overall TP. So if you are seeing the overall TP, that should also give you a concern that you should wait. You should have that patience. And some of you may be thinking that the overall TP is too long. When will the market get there? Let me quickly show you something on EURUSD. This morning, as I was just going through my chart, I was just thinking, when this collapse that happened here, from here to here, is about, from here to here, down here, is about 1,000 P plus. Someone was in this trade all the way from up here down to here, and someone was just scaling in and just milking all the whole pips. So, but the problem with some of us is that we don't have the patience to keep on holding trade. What we normally do is that if we see any deep pullback, we tend to run out that the market is it wants to retrace. But overall, the market will give you a pullback and will still continue in its direction. So we should learn how to be patient and wait for a setup. And once that setup comes, we should learn how to capitalize on that particular move and milk it. This guy, I call this guy all the way from here. All the way from here about last 2 months ago, and this guy has been not even here, it's somewhere up here. If you watch about my 3 months video ago, and this guy has been in a downtrend for about how many months? Although I know I didn't buy it, I capitalized on it a little bit. I capitalized, but not fully. I didn't fully cut all the whole pips. I was a little bit carried away. So now, with all being said, Steve, remain patient and wait patiently for this counter trend line to break if you want to trade along with me with this particular guy. So that is all. I just say let me quick do just a reminder for you guys. So that is all for now. I will be doing how to do a top-down analysis from monthly to 4 hour to 1 hour, how you can be able to scale. I'll be dropping the video this week, so please anticipate for the video. I still remain your boy, the Legend FS Academy. I will be dropping that video maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Bye for now. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. If you like my video, give me a like. And if you don't also like it, give me a dislike. But tell me in the comment box below what to do to improve in my next video. As you all know, no one knows it all. We are here to learn. You learn from me, I learn from you until we attain the level I call the CPT, consistent profitable trader. I'm not totally there yet. I know a lot of people are not totally there yet. Why not join me so that we can grow together and run together until I come your way again, maybe probably Wednesday or Thursday. Bye for now and keep it super simple.